Welcome to the Presbytery of Dundee. Geographically, we are a relatively small presbytery, but we have it all: urban, suburban, rural and priority area parishes. Over the past year, each parish has sought to adapt and innovate in their particular location, often in partnership with other parishes and our sisters and brothers of other denominations and other faiths. Here is but a snapshot of our ministry this year. In the very heart of Dundee city centre, the congregations of Meadowside St Paul's, St Andrew's and the Steeple started Connections Cafe in February 2018. They offered hospitality and welcome to people of all faiths and none from all over the world who were looking for friendship and support as they made Dundee their new home. Monday morning gathering had grown to include a Friday evening meet-up as well as special occasion one-off events. So when all in-person activities stopped, funding from the Refugee Council and Dundee City Council enabled the purchase of 9 iPads. This allowed Connections Cafe to continue on a Monday morning, plus enabled one-to-one English language support throughout the week until meeting in person could happen again. The securing of further funding allowed them to organise a programme of COVID-compliant events and resources for all ages during the October fortnight, with the objective of addressing social isolation and loneliness, deteriorating mental and physical health, and technological poverty among the refugee population in Dundee and its neighbouring towns. It was so successful that an Easter holiday family fun event was run, and this is photos of that you have been watching during this talk.
Also in the city centre, the work of the parish nurses with the city's homeless continues. Joining forces with the team from Dundee Christian charity Eagle's Wings, the work went very literally straight out onto the streets because they were unable to have anyone coming inside the building. Daily food bags were handed out alongside offers of holistic health and well-being support and advice, plus spiritual care. Grant funding enabled the distribution of approximately 75 mobile phones to enable people to contact the services they needed, like social work, GPs, drug services, families, etc. Whenever possible, the doors of the Steeple Church have been open, welcoming an average of 32 people a day, 4 days a week. Relationships with housing services and drug services has strengthened, but there has been a definite increase in mental health problems. With such limited face-to-face services available, they have been serving as God's hands and feet, ears and eyes, out where folk need it most.
Collaborative working has not been limited to the city centre. Across the whole of Dundee, groups have been coordinated by Faith and Communities Scotland in forming the Dundee Food Insecurity Network, also in partnership with Dundee City Council and Dundee Volunteer and Voluntary Action. Members from Lochee, Fintry, Dundee West, Mingus Hill and Chalmers Adler, alongside the Rock Solid project in Douglas and Macregery, have distributed food to the communities that needed it the most. Here is some more info from the team at Fintry.
Hi, so my name is Ross Clark. I am the community worker here at Fintry Parish Church. Our larder started in July of 2020 after a really successful delivery programme that we had to local vulnerable families who we gave weekly food boxes to.
So the way the ladder works is that people queue outside, socially distanced, keeping their 2 metres. They come into a very large hall where we could allow people to be 2 metres apart at all times. They sanitise their hands, they wear masks, and then they choose from a wide variety of tinned and fresh, lovely produce. The ladder's staffed by a variety of different people. My name's Christine Dallas, I'm a community health worker, so I come along. We've got volunteers and just a variety of different people who are keen to help out in their community.
Perfect. So where we get the food from, we are part of the Dundee Food Insecurity Network, so we have been really fortunate to be part of this network, and we have got money through Dundee City Council, through a grant through Scottish Government, and we get weekly deliveries through Alexander's decorators, who are a local firm who have really stepped up during lockdown. In addition, we also get fair share food, which has been absolutely brilliant, and we're also really fortunate to have a shop across the road, Scotland, who give us donations from customers as well as other local people who are keen to help.
Okay, so what I like about coming along to the Larder is that as a community worker, I want to engage with people, and I want to engage with the most vulnerable. So the Larder provides me the opportunity to do that, build relationships, and then often do referrals to things like Togs for Kids, which is a clothing charity, help with electricity and gas costs, welfare rights, whatever really people ask me about, I try to help them with that.
In terms of future for the Larder, we're really keen on food waste. We're really aware that there's a lot of food that gets wasted, and that's just heartbreaking in terms of the environment and in terms of people who are hungry, who are not being fed when this food's going to waste. So we're really looking to the future of, as well as the tinned ambient goods, we're really looking to focus on the stuff from fair share and excess from supermarkets and really begin to make a dent on reducing this food waste across the city.
In worship and faith life, we have also been working more closely together. Inspired by a popular television program, we produce a monthly Reflections from Dundee, where conversations, music and prayer are led by various people across the presbytery.